AI image generation has really taken a giant leap in the last 12 months or so. And AI video especially has gotten some big upgrades in the last 6 months. Some of the biggest companies in the world like Google released a model called Veo, which makes incredible videos. OpenAI has a model called Sora, also makes really realistic videos with audio. And there are a ton of other AI models for both image generation and video generation that I wanted to show you in this video. And we're gonna use a platform called Artlist here. Artlist gives you access to all the top AI image models, all the top AI video models. They have AI voiceover and a lot of other new things here that they released in something called the AI toolkit. So this platform, instead of subscribing to all these different platforms to get the best image model, the best video model, sometimes different prompts are gonna require a different video model, different image model. Well, this platform will give you access to everything in the same platform and everything gets organized in your library. We're gonna go ahead and run a lot of different prompts. I'll show you around the platform as we go through it, and I'll put a link in the description to Artlist so you could follow along. So Artlist has an entirely new section here called AI Toolkit. So here we could generate videos and images, and we could also generate voiceover over here. So what I'm gonna do is down here, this is your prompt box, and I'm gonna paste the prompt over here. I wanna show you a few different things. I wanna start here with generating an image. One of the best workflows I found, especially for generating AI videos, is always start with doing an image and then using that image as your prompt rather than a text prompt. So I'll start here with some image examples, and then we could easily turn them into a video. Artlist makes it really easy to do that in one click, so you don't have to download, go to a different platform, generate that video here. So let's just focus on generating images. I'm gonna show you all kinds of different prompts so you could see different things with different people, different scenes, different environments. So you'll get a really comprehensive overview what AI image generation is like right now and what AI video generation is like right now with some good workflows. So this prompt says a cinematic close-up of a woman in her 30s walking through a busy street. Now, a few things specifically in Artlist that you could do. They have this one option right here called an auto prompt. This basically enhances your prompt. So if I click this, it rewrites your prompt. So you could keep your prompt very simple. This adds a lot of detail to your prompt. But because I'm testing different image models, I'll just use the exact same prompt every single time here. But this one is something I would recommend you use for pretty much any prompt that you type. Then you have your image models here. So as I'm recording this, there are a ton of different image models available that are really, really good. So you have Nano Banana Pro. So Nano Banana Pro is from Google, and there's another one they have called Nano Banana. Now, Artlist is credit-based, so you'll see this number right here. This is how many credits it will take with your subscription to generate one image here using these different models. So obviously, the better models are gonna cost more credit. So as I go through here, I wanna point out some of the top image models that are available right now. So Nano Banana, obviously, one of the best ones. The Pro one is the top one. GPT Image 1.5, this is from OpenAI, so this is the image model that you'll see inside of ChatGPT. You have Flux. Now, Flux has lots of different models as you see here, but Flux 2.0 Pro is my favorite. I think it's the best one out of the bunch. Ideogram is a good one. You also have Flux Pro Ultra, which is really good. So we'll compare some of these. Now, with Artlist, they actually rolled out a brand new image model that they created. It's called Artlist Original 1.0. So we'll go ahead and test this out. This has its own styles too, which makes it really easy. So if you select any image model down here, you'll see some options. Different image models, and this is true with video models, are gonna have different settings here, right? So you'll see that they have sometimes different aspect ratios. I'm gonna do a lot of 16:9, but you could do vertical or square too in most cases. Then you have this style, which is really nice. So I'm gonna choose cinematic here because I'm looking for a cinematic, but you could do professional, indie, or commercial style. You have resolution. Typically you want 1080p if that's available with the model that you're choosing. And if you want, you could generate multiple different images with the same model at the same time. But this Artlist model is pretty good because it's been trained on their library. If you haven't heard of Artlist before, it's been around for quite a long time. I think I've used that for 6-7 years across my video production work. But they've trained this new image model based on their cinematic style because they have a huge catalog of professional images and videos. So this image model was trained from that catalog. The other benefit is I quickly switched the model here 4 times and I press generate and it's generating all of them here at the same time, which is really useful. In most platforms, you could generate maybe 1 image at a time and then wait or jump between different platforms. But you could see I quickly got a bunch of image generations here. And if you click on any of them, it's going to show you the prompt and what model you used and the quality here. So I'll put all of them here on screen so you could quickly see all 4 here next to each other. And every time you open an image, you could download it from here. You could favorite it. You could organize it into folders. And that's one of my favorite parts about using this platform. That's why I chose it for this video. Everything gets organized into one workspace. So rather than creating things in different platforms, let's say I created something in ChatGPT or Gemini with Nano Banana, it's kind of all over the place. It's not very organized. It's kind of spread across different prompts over time. This keeps everything nice and organized. We're going to also be able to generate videos from the image. That's my favorite workflow, as I mentioned. So we'll look at this a little bit later. You can generate videos from a text prompt too that we'll look at. You could always recreate to get different options. You could edit and you could upscale. Let me show you this edit option here. With editing, it will take this image here and you could just make alterations to it. And a lot of the image models these days have options to make those type of edits. So I could say remove people from the background here. Let's get a couple of different options of that. And I'll go ahead and send this out. And it's kept the person exactly the same. It's kept the cars, it's kept the city background, but it's only removed the people. So image editing is also something you could do right here with most image generation models. And then you also have upscale. And upscale will increase the resolution of your image. Usually it will double the resolution. Let's say you created one with 1K resolution, it could upscale it to 2K. So let me show you a few different examples here. So the next one is a wide aerial shot of a remote desert landscape with no people, and it's a slow moving drone. This is a great starting point for something I could also turn into a video. So let me show you what different models gave me here. So as you can see, every model has its own style. It's been trained completely differently. So sometimes one model is going to be great for creating people, another for creating landscapes, another for creating realistic things. Let's do a few more examples here with images and then we'll move on to video. So this next prompt is a man working on a laptop with dust particles in the air that you could clearly see, calm and quiet, subtle facial expression, natural blinking. In this case, I don't think any of them did a great job, but I would pick Flux 2 Pro as the winner for this specific prompt. But that's why I like to typically use 3 or 4 of my favorite image models. Again, a lot of that is to taste. The image models have gotten really, really good. So sometimes you'll have to just experiment for yourself. And then remember, use the auto prompt here to help enhance your prompt to make it even more detailed. And for this last image example, before we go into video, a dialogue scene between 2 people sitting across from each other at a coffee shop. And again, I recommend usually creating multiple different images so you can see them clearly side by side in the same viewport here, and then pick your favorite, and then we'll move on to our video. So as of right now, there is clearly not a single winner when it comes to the best AI image models. But I do definitely recommend you test out some of the best ones I showed you here, which is Nano Banana Pro and Flux 2.0 Pro. Okay, now let's move on to video. I want to show you some of the very best AI video models that are available right now. Again, we'll do it all inside of Artlist since they're all available here. And these are all hand selected by Artlist to be included. They only pick the best ones. And then one thing they also do is they always release when a new model comes out, usually within the same exact day as that model comes out. So some of these newer models, the day they came out, they were available inside of Artlist for you to use. So that makes it really nice and easy to figure out what the best models are anytime you watch this video. Just look on top. They typically put the very best ones right on top. As I'm recording this here, the very best models, again, are from Google. It's called Veo 3.1. They also have a fast version of that. And you could see these little tags show you what each model is capable of. So if you see audio, that means it could generate audio along with the video. Not every model could do that. Veo 3.1 can. The resolution too, some are maxed out at 1080p. Veo could be all the way up to 4K. You could upscale that. And the length, the maximum length of a clip that you could create. 8 seconds right now is for Veo 3.1, but you could see now Sora 2 Pro could do 12 seconds, but this one can't be in 4K. Sora 2 can be 12 seconds, but only in 720p. So you'll have to decide which one makes the most sense for the clip you're generating. Sora 2 Pro and Sora 2 are also great. Those are the models from OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. And then you have Kling. Kling has a lot of great models here. I actually really like this one. Kling 2.6 Pro is one of my all-time favorites. They have this one. This one is really, really good. And I also like this one that is kind of a faster version of these Kling models. And as you go down, you have Wang, you have Hailu, you have LTX. So a lot of different models, but right now, I think this order is the way I would pick it, but we'll see with some examples. I really like Veo here right on top. I like Sora next, and I like Kling third. But again, it depends on your prompt. Sometimes Kling is clearly gonna beat out these other top two models. So let's use this prompt box here. So you'll type in your prompt, we'll use the dialog scene again, and you have a couple of different options here. You can turn a text prompt into a video, which is what's gonna happen right now if I press go, or you could turn an image into a video, which I could do from any of the previously generated images. So I'm gonna show you both. Right now, I'm gonna use this prompt and we'll use these three models. We'll use Veo, so we'll send this out. And I'll also choose Sora 2 Pro. And by the way, these settings also allow you to change the aspect ratio here. They help you change the duration if different durations are available. If audio can be used, it will let you use it. And if there is a higher resolution, you could use that too. Again, depends on what model you choose. So we'll send this out for Sora. And these are the 4 different models here that I picked. And these are the results that I got here that I'm showing on screen. So again, sometimes it's a matter of preference. So it makes sense to generate videos with maybe 2 or 3 different models and then download the version that makes the most sense to you. Now, you could also turn any image into a video. So that is one of my favorite workflows, is generating the image first and then opening that image here in Artlist and creating the video tab. It puts the prompt here, but it also adds this image. So this becomes your start frame. They have this other thing called an end frame, which is optional, but you could then use an image to show where this scene ends. So let's say you have a scene, but this lady is maybe down the street here. That could be your end frame. Then it will fill in the blank. So it will go from this image to her walking away, and it will show the motion in between the two. Typically, I just use a start frame, and then I use this prompt here. And if I'm using a model maybe that has negative prompt, I might use that too. And here are the results that we have from that prompt. Now let me show you a commercial example, a product style shot of a modern smartphone on a table here with no people. So we'll send this out with a few different video models too as a text prompt. And here are the results from that. And let me show you a couple of different things that are specific to Artlist here that I think you'll find really useful. If you go to the homepage here, all the top AI models, especially the new ones, are going to appear right on top. So the Artlist Original, their own version of an AI image model, which is the cinema grade visual style. This one is added. Sora 2 Pro is the one that came out not so long ago. And then you'll see 11 Labs. Now 11 Labs is for voiceover. So I want to show you some options that is related to voiceover. Under toolkit, you'll see this little icon for voiceovers, and they have a library of voices here. So you could select this option right here and you'll see all these different voices. 11 Labs, if you haven't heard of it before, is the top voice generator in the world of AI right now. And you'll also see other AI models that do generate voice like Minimax, but 11 Labs is actually my favorite with this V3 model here. You could choose across all kinds of different languages here. They have categories, they have genders here, and they have age. And then you could listen to them.
Tell your story exactly how you imagine it. Tell your story exactly how you imagine it.
Tell your story exactly how you imagine it.
Okay, I like this one. So you could select the voice from here, and you'll see a similar prompt box here to our video and image generation. And this is going to be text to speech. So if I type in any text here, it's actually going to read it out loud. Once you paste your script over here, again, you have all these different options. You could also choose things like accents here. And then you also have effects, which is really useful. So if you want this to sound like is in a walkie-talkie or robotic here, you could choose those. In this case, I want a regular narration here as a voiceover that I could use in a commercial. So I could send this out.
Feeling tired even after a full night of sleep? Life keeps moving and your energy gets left behind. That is why taking care of your health should not be complicated.
I mean, how good is that one? You could go ahead and favorite these again. They stay in the same workspace. And then you could download the MP3 version directly from here. Now, one last thing I'll show you that Artlist is working on. They're actually working on something called Artlist Studio. This is going to be an AI production platform to give you all kinds of control in every stage of your content creation here. So I'm really looking forward to this one, and I'll be making a video as soon as this studio option comes out inside of Artlist. But in the meantime, the AI toolkit gives you access to the top video models, the top image models, and the top voiceover that is available here, all inside of the same platform. And you still get access to the entire stock catalog of Artlist. So you could always go to this tab, any music that you need, any sound effects, even stock footage, templates, LUTs, all those are available here under the same subscription too. Now, if you want to try Artlist for yourself, I have a link in the description. It gives you access to all the top models that I showed you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.